But finally, for the reveal, my estimated revenue throughout the lifetime of this channel is $5,551. In that one day where I got almost 1 million views, I made $153.24.
5 years ago today, I started making videos on YouTube and the channel has...
Okay, so I compiled this list to give you confidence of knowing that you can quit your job today with something as simple as starting a free YouTube channel. Now, if you weren't impressed by the $5,000 the other little guy just made, then I have to show you today someone that got paid off of 10 million views. And then if you stay to the end, another person that made money off of 65 million views. So if you want to see how much he made off of that as a complete beginner, no experience and all of that, just like you, then keep watching.
Just crossed $1 million in revenue just through YouTube ads alone. And if we look at my top performing video, it's gotten nearly 10 million views and it's brought in $191,000 in revenue. Now, this is an absolutely ridiculous amount of money to make on the internet. And so in this video, I want to break down the revenue of my top 5 videos on YouTube. So I started making videos.
All right, so these guys aren't the only ones that did it. My top earning video brought in, I think, 337,000 views, and we made over $6,000 with that just one video. Like, just you guys right now watching this, you could quit your job if you were doing stuff like that on a monthly basis. So keep watching.
Videos in June of 2017, and you can see I was getting like 5 views, 10 views, 20 views, 22 views, and so on. And revenue-wise, the channel did not make a single penny until 9 months into my YouTube journey, where I'd made around 85 videos at that point. Then the channel did start making money, and you can see the numbers are fairly small in the early days. But then we start to get into interesting territory where each day the channel is making around about $80 to $120. And this was the...
So to learn it. All right, so I'm gonna show you some of the easiest money ever. Whether you wanna quit your job or whether you already did that and you're just trying to level up, let me show you something. I'm gonna show you some of my highest earning videos coming in. I've already showed you some of my bank accounts and affiliate accounts and everything like that. So let me just stroll down real quick. Pay attention to the screen, slow down, let's keep it going. I don't want you to have short attention span. Let's come over here. We're gonna click on this one right here. This is my highest earning video right here. And we're gonna click on the analytics real quick. As you can see, this one did 337,000 views. We're gonna click over. You see the watch time, watch hours was 33,000 watch hours, which is weird. Subscribers, 16,000 subscribers. This is from one video, by the way, my top earning video. And then it is 6.2, all right, $6,256 from one damn video. And there are more where that one came from. We got the second one, second highest earning one right here. We click on the analytics, 45,000 views. Go over it, got 1,000 subscribers. That means this one video could have got this channel monetized if it wasn't already monetized. Then there's almost $1,000 from that. Okay, so go in the first pinned comment. You'll see the resources where you can make money like this. And it was easy as hell. 15-minute videos, 30-minute videos, easy as hell. All of the money in the other accounts, easy as hell to make. I can show you how to do that. Don't be scared. The lesson is don't worry too much about what happens at the end, even though in our school, we show you things that show you how to go viral even at the beginning of your journey. So you don't really have to build from small. Everybody says, oh, well, you got to start somewhere. That don't mean you have to start at the bottom, okay? So there are things you can do to like speed up your success, all right?
Equivalent to what I was making working as a junior doctor for 40 to 60 hours a week in the UK's National Health Service. Have a look at this video that I uploaded on the 31st of May, 2018. So about 9 months into my YouTube journey, this was around video number 85. And somehow this video completely exploded onto the scene, and this was the video that out of anything I've ever made has most changed the trajectory of my YouTube channel and therefore changed my life completely. So lesson number 2 is that genuinely it just takes one single piece of content to change your life. You just never know which one that's going to be.
And that's the truth, guys. Like a lot of times you guys are trying so hard, you're struggling. That's because you don't have any formulas. We have the formula. The formula to go viral is audience, or you can call it topic, timing, okay? And uniqueness. We go deeper into that. You can go to the first pinned comment, check it out.
Move on to the highest performing video I've ever made, and that is this one, 9 passive income ideas, which has had 9.8 million million views and has created a revenue of $191,258. And this video continues to be the gift that keeps on giving, bringing in 17,000 views in the last 48 hours alone. Alright, the second highest performing video on the channel is this one, How to Invest for Beginners. This video has had 5.2 million views since it was published in October 2020 and has generated $87,200 of revenue. And the lesson for
Could you quit your job? Would you quit your job if you can record a 15-minute video, 20-minute, 30-minute, an hour video once a month that could bring in $87,000 damn dollars? See, a lot of y'all think that you got to become a Kai Cenat or a iShowSpeed and start like streaming and going live for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours a day. But the most you would have to do is dedicate, let's say at the beginning, 3 to 8 hours a week. I'm pretty sure you can find that. You can find that time, guys, right? If you have a formula instead of just winging it and trying to experiment and just, going in shooting blindly, right? Then you don't have the long waiting line that everybody else has to get to the success of making money online or with YouTube, period.
this video is that this video did not do well at all in the first few days to weeks after it was published. It was squarely the worst performing video we'd had in the previous 10. And so when I put this video out, I was feeling a bit like, I spent so long making this video. I put so much effort into it. It was a 29-minute long video. It took ages to edit. And I was a little bit down in the dumps that the video didn't perform particularly well. But then somehow over time, it's just continued to grow and grow. And now it's one of the highest performing videos on the channel.
And I just experienced that on my channel. Like, if you go on my channel right now, this is just one of many channels that I own. But I noticed on this channel, for some reason, it takes maybe even a week for a video to reach its like full potential and start going off. And this is just recently, especially when I talk about stuff that's not the news or something like that. This is evergreen content. People are always wondering how much people make and stuff, but it takes around like 2 to 3 days, maybe even 5 sometimes, for it to pick up off the algorithm. Like, I used to delete the ones or unlist them, which is a big mistake. I'd be like, damn, it's been 2 days, they haven't blown up yet, and I ain't want it looking bad, right? So I unlisted, but now I'll leave them there, because every now and then a couple months will go by and you'll see one that blow the hell up, right?
Third highest grossing video on the channel in revenue is this one, How to Build a Website in 2022. This video has had 866,000 views, but has generated an enormous $42,000 in revenue. And if we look at the RPM, the revenue per 1,000 views, it's $48.68, which is absolutely absurd, and it's by far the highest RPM video on the channel. Now again, this was a bit of a rogue one. I almost didn't make this video because it's sort of a little bit outside of my wheelhouse. I'm meant to be a productivity YouTube channel, but
so even when I give you guys formulas, even when these YouTubers give you guys formulas and stuff like that, just because it don't blow up the same damn day, don't delete it and don't give up, right? Because they have whole staffs, whole teams of people that work on these YouTube algorithms and stuff. So even though I have a formula that works almost 100% of the time, it's still almost, right? So you don't know the algorithm. So don't just be like, I tried the formula, it didn't work today, I'm finna delete this mug. You don't know. That video, maybe it's taking a second for YouTube to categorize what your video is about. Everything works, like in categories. Imagine going into a warehouse and they have specific categories for the products. The ones that you see off to the side laid up against the door are the ones they can't figure out where to, what shelf to put it on. Maybe your video is that one, but once they figure out which shelf it's supposed to go on, it's going to go on the shelf and be shipped out with the rest of the products, right? So maybe your video just haven't been, classified in a specific category yet, but don't just give up, all right?
Making a video about how to make a website, but the mental model for this video, the thing I was thinking about at the time was, will this video be useful to at least one person out there? I knew how to make websites, I thought I had a reasonable amount of expertise in that, and I wanted to teach the topic. And even though it was outside of my niche, I decided that, hopefully this video will be helpful to at least one person, therefore let's make the video. And again, we can see.
And that's a trend, guys. Like, he's gonna show you another one that wasn't particularly in his niche. Like, I do that every now and then. Sometimes you just gotta say F it. If it's a lesson that you really want to teach people, don't sit there and just be like, oh man, but this ain't in my niche. What if people on my channel don't watch it? What if it gives a bad rating system on my channel and my other videos have a problem going viral? Well, check this out. If it's a mission or a cause that you're trying to put it out for, a good cause, put it out, because you never know. It might actually be the best video on your channel.
From the graph that it absolutely tanked in the initial few weeks following the launch of the video. But then, very nicely, over time, it just grew and grew and grew and grew and grew. And somehow, the niche of making websites, probably because companies like Squarespace and Wix and all these other website builders are trying to run ads on it and competing against each other, all of these companies have so much money, and therefore the ad prices go higher and higher. And that's why the RPM for this video is so absurdly high. We've already
So there's another hint, guys. Take that down, write it down. I hope you guys watch my videos and you like have pen and pads or digital notepads or something, because we give you everything you need here to make money, okay? So choose, if you are gonna go niche based, choose according to who would be advertising in that niche, okay? So, you know, if you're talking about business, think of which softwares or whatever, you know, what companies would want to promote their software over your, you know, channel. That's why there's a lot of channels that only talk about apps. There's a lot of channels that only talk about, you know, software or building apps and stuff like that, or reviewing apps and all of that, because they figured out, okay, in a business niche, you know, I get high RPMs because people are always trying to sell or promote their software. So even though I don't know how to build software myself, what I can do is I can just download and review softwares. Majority of them got, you know, free trials. You know, then there's deals on AppSumo. You can literally just go on AppSumo you can bulk record like reviews on apps and softwares, guys. Like, and nobody expects you to be an expert at the beginning, because you're just reviewing them or reacting to them at the same time as everybody else. And you can build a good affiliate income from that as well. There you go.
About video 4, so let's move on to video number 5, which is how I type really fast to 156 words per minute.
Look at this.
Ian, I had no idea that this video would do well. I was just like, you know what, I'm going to teach something that I know. I know how to type fast. I've been working on this skill for the last 10 years, so let me just make a video breaking down the tips and tricks that I've learned along the way. And again, completely out of the blue, completely inexplicably, this video somehow found an audience and went viral to the point that it's got 8.2 million views and has generated $25,143 in revenue.
65 million views on my YouTube video. I posted this video 2 years ago, and in today's video, we're gonna break down the revenue, the retention, the data behind this viral.
So congratulations if you made it this far. I would hope that you would want to quit your job now, or at least start working on it. You guys know you can actually like leave now. Like, we're going over multiple cases. You can check the channel. Like, all of these guys are taking a leap and they are quitting their jobs by becoming entrepreneurs. And you don't even have to go straight into entrepreneurship as far as business ownership, but you can use these social media accounts on these platforms to supplement or completely replace your 9-to-5 job income. It's not that difficult, guys, if you have formulas and stuff. So if you go on the first pinned comment for a limited time before I boost it up to $9.97, again, it is only $4.97, so you can become a tubepreneur. That's what we call it, the YouTube money course. And you can learn multiple ways, even without uploading videos, but you can make money on YouTube. So check it out in the first pinned comment.
Roll video. So here we go. Got our YouTube video. I turned my house into a trampoline park, pulled up in the analytics, just so you guys know this is legit. I'm gonna go ahead and refresh the page here. 65.2 million views. We got 6.7 million watch time hours, gained us 153,000 subscribers. Now, before we get to the revenue here, I want to go ahead and scroll down a little bit and show you guys the retention on this video. Now, overall,
okay, so I skipped that part. Let's move to the money, baby.
Retention of this video with 65 million people watching is really, really good. Oh, and then we got the revenue. There we go. $496,826.
So to be clear, you see how clear that thing is. Do you see how clear that thing is, pause? To be clear, that is $500,000 pretty much off of one video. Come on, man. My largest video, $6,200 something, right? Yo, this video, now he had to put a lot of work into this video, so you get out what you put in, you know, pretty much. The video that I made $6,000 off of, it was a 15-minute screen recording that anybody can do, and I still made most of you guys' check 3 months. Why, you know, I don't know how much you make, right, per month, right? So this can be done, guys. $500,000. And if you look down to the bottom, it says 828 days. So we'll just say, you know, a little bit, you know, over 2 years or something like that. Okay, you know, getting close, something like that, right? It does not matter, man. Like, there's one video. He only had to record it one time, and it's constantly bringing in views. It's still bringing in views right now. Money, okay? So you guys can quit your job. Go to the first pinned comment. We will help you with that.